In order to raise the child I found, I gave up the dream I had been pursuing for years and even stood up to my abusive stepfather. But just when I thought the two of us would always be dependent on each other, a wealthy man burst into my house and said I had taken his child. Your child? I whispered. I don't know what you're talking about. Bradley could take no more and turned towards the bathroom door. Milton, come here, Bradley commanded. I could only watch as the door opened with a creak, and Curtis stepped out, taking small, faltering steps. Mommy, who is that? He asked, and I pulled him close, wrapping my arms protectively around his little body. How did he know Curtis? Why did it feel so wrong? Wasn't Curtis abandoned at a young age? Before I could react, Bradley's voice cut through the tension like a sharp blade. I'm your father. His words hit me like a punch to the heart. Curtis tilted his head, studying Bradley as if he were solving a puzzle. You're my father? He asked. A smile curled the corner of Bradley's mouth, as if he had already won. That's right, he said simply. Curtis frowned, clearly confused. But shouldn't you be gone? He asked, his innocent voice quavering with doubt. When Bradley's gaze flicked to me, I felt something in my stomach drop to the floor. His eyes were sharp and unrelenting. Curtis began counting on his fingers, his little face serious and earnest. She said you're a great driver, you can cook, and you care about her a lot. Bradley's mouth twisted into a mocking smile. His tone was cold as he replied, you can take your time. You'll soon find out what kind of man your father really is. The words hit me like a slap in the face, and I felt my chest tighten. Curtis turned to me, his wide eyes full of confusion. Mom, is he really my father? Is he alive? No. I cried, shaking my head so hard it hurt. No, he's not. He's not your father. Bradley's expression darkened instantly, his voice cold and sharp. So you're not only a thief, but a deceiver as well? I didn't take him. I shouted, my voice breaking. He's mine, I didn't take him. My hands trembled as I hugged Curtis even tighter. Curtis sensed my fear and suddenly took a step forward, using his little body to shield me from Bradley. He held out his small hands to try to protect me. You're a bad man, he shouted, his voice trembling but firm. You're not my father. Get out of our house. Bradley's eyes narrowed dangerously. Ungrateful child, protecting a stranger? Like it or not, I'm your father. Curtis flinched, but stood his ground, resolutely. He stomped over to the corner and picked up his toy gun. His hand trembled, but he pointed it at Bradley, his face a mask of childish defiance. You're lying. You're a bad man, and you can't hurt my mom. Get out, or I'll defend myself. Bradley blinked, then a low chuckle came from his chest. Okay, he said, a hint of amusement flashing in his normally cold eyes. At least you have some courage in you. Curtis hesitated, his toy gun dropping slightly, and Bradley needed just that. He snatched the toy gun from Curtis's hand and threw it aside. His smile disappeared, replaced by a steely gaze. Cut the nonsense, he snapped, snapping his fingers. The two large men entered the room almost instantly. Take them away. Curtis screamed, pounding his small fists against Bradley's chest. Mom, help. Curtis, I screamed, lunging forward, but I was caught by the two men before I could get close to him. Curtis was fighting Bradley's iron grip, tears streaming down his face. Mommy, I want mommy. In a last-ditch effort, Curtis sank his teeth into Bradley's neck, sinking down with all his strength. Bradley grimaced in pain, but his grip did not loosen. You little brat, he hissed. Is this how she raised you? You're not my father. Curtis yelled, his voice hoarse. Let me